Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Q&A 51 here at the Unlimited YouTube channel and the Unlimited Facebook page. This is the Survivor Series edition of the Q&A series, and let's get to it. Let's just get straight into it. Why not? Happy Survivor Series weekend. Happy early Thanksgiving. Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing as well as I can be, so let's just get going with the Q&A. Why the hell not? Matt Minnick, are you surprised Paige didn't show up to be a part of Team Raw? A little bit, yeah. But this might be one of those instances where they're not really sure of how Paige can go in the ring, of how well Paige can go in the ring, mainly because she's been out of action for a while. So they might want to get a couple of tune-up matches out of her. They might want to get her, give her more time at the Performance Center. Maybe do a couple of house shows just to prove that she can still go before they pull the trigger and put her on television, especially in a big spot like that. There could be plenty of reasons why she didn't show up, but am I surprised? A little bit. A little bit. I thought that she would at least come back in like a promo video or a backstage interview or something. But even though I'm kind of surprised by it, I'm not really upset about it or disappointed by it. Should Kane have been on Team Raw instead of Jason Jordan? Well, now we know Jason Jordan's no longer on Team Raw. Seeing how they've been booking him so dominant, yes. I find it weird that, we made such a big deal over Kane coming back and we're not even going to feature him on Survivor Series. I'm not saying I want to see the dude wrestle, but it still strikes me, it's still a little weird that, you made this effort to bring him back. I know he was doing stuff in, Knox County with all the mayor stuff. So to not have him on the pay-per-view is just a little weird. I'm pretty sure he's going to have a role on the pay-per-view. Maybe he'll cost Braun Strowman. Maybe. Who knows? Kind of continue that feud a little bit. Who knows at this point? Walter Main, if WWE were to hire... I don't know where I got the word hire from. I apologize. If WWE were to put a new spin on the traditional Survivor Series match, what would you want it to be? You know what? Why not put War Games on there? I mean, you did it for NXT, which, by the way, was a great show. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Why not? Kind of fits the Survivor theme. So, yeah, why not? Instead of the traditional Survivor Series match, or you can do a traditional Survivor Series match and a War Games match. Could work. In terms of a spin that I would put on the tag match itself, maybe once it gets down to the finals, the final two or whatever, change the stipulation. Or maybe add a stipulation. I don't know how that would work, but I'm not really sure. Is the concept of the Wild Card Survivor Series match something that should return? The Wild Card match being faces and heels on the same team? Yes. I mean, we technically already see that, but it would be interesting to, incorporate that into the match, into the storyline. Yeah, it could work. Could the match of survival work again? The match of survival being that surviving members of the teams through the main event... Surviving members of the team through the event split into teams and face in an elimination tag match. in theory, anything they can try could work. I don't know about that. What is your favorite Survivor Series memory? Well, I mean, I was only 2 when the screw job happened, so I can't pick that. I might go with Sting debuting, even though they spoiled that appearance with, making it all about John Cena. But just the overall shock value of Sting being there kind of gave me a good feeling. So I might go with that. Is there one wrestler that you associate as Mr. Survivor Series? Probably The Undertaker, or Randy Orton. But I would probably lean towards The Undertaker, even though I believe The Undertaker is the true Mr. WrestleMania. The Undertaker is also Mr. Survivor Series based on the fact that he debuted at Survivor Series. And, they made that, a key focal point when the Brothers of Destruction faced the Wyatts. So, they made that a big deal that this is Survivor Series, this is where The Undertaker started, and, this is where The Undertaker's going to wrestle, hopefully one more time. Hopefully that Survivor Series match was the last time he'll be at a Survivor Series pay-per-view. Just like I hope that the match with Roman at WrestleMania was his last match. I really, really hope so. I'm sorry. I love Taker. Respect Taker. The time's done. Just move on. Sorry to sound mean, but still. What would you say are the best and worst Survivor Series events? Worst might be 2015. It might be 2015 or 2013. I'm trying to think of more recent ones because they're a little bit easier to remember. 2015 was bad. 2013 with Randy Orton versus the Big Show as the main event was pretty bad. Other recent ones, 2010 sucked. That's all I can think of now. Best Survivor Series event? I don't know if I would call this one the best, but the most notable one is 97, clearly, because of the main event. But best? Probably 2002. I don't think you're going to get a whole lot of other arguments. What is your favorite traditional Survivor Series match? Good God. I liked the one in 2005 when they actually did Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. They didn't do a full pay-per-view of it, but they did that match, and I liked the way the match went. If I can think of another one, probably that one. Just to take the easy way out. Is TakeOver War Games a bigger deal than Survivor Series? It should be. Because, Survivor Series, happens every year. War Games hasn't happened in 20 years. So it should be, but I don't think it was. Based on the crowd that War Games got, I don't think it was at all. I really don't. Is Bret Hart versus Diesel from 95 the best title match in Survivor Series history? You might hate me for this, but I have not seen that match. I'll go back and take a look at it, but I have not seen it, so I cannot answer that. I apologize. I just did not see that match. It's not that I didn't want to. I just didn't. I just never did. Never got the time to do it. Maybe after I record this video, I'll jump right on that, but I have not seen it. I apologize. Do you think a traditional Survivor Series match could work inside Hell in a Cell? Oh, God. Not if it was elimination. They'd probably have to get rid of eliminations. And not to mention, that's pretty much what you have the Elimination Chamber for. I would like to see more tag team Elimination Chamber matches. Especially like a 3-on-3 match. Hell, the New Day versus The Shield. If it had enough time to be built up properly, They could have made that an Elimination Chamber match. Instead of bringing back the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, just make that a chamber match. Like, what's wrong with that? I would like to see more tag team chamber matches. But no, I don't think it can work inside Hell in a Cell unless you get rid of eliminations. But then you run into the problem of it being just one gigantic cluster. So ultimately, no, I don't think it could work. The Survivor Series play PS4. Next question. Angel Ernest. Yes, Angel Ernest. I apologize. Do you see Carmella cashing in, and if so, on which champion? That actually brings me to a good point. You know, they never really specified which champion she can cash in on. I'm pretty sure it's kind of like how the regular Money in the Bank winner does it, and they have to cash in on the champion of their brand. That might be it, but they never specified that. Or at least, I don't remember them specifying that. So, could she cash in on Charlotte? Or could she cash in on Alexa? Or could she cash in on both? Again, never specified. So, give me an answer. Francesco Bruno closes it out with do you think Undertaker's coming back at Survivor Series? No, please God, no. Have him have the one-off appearance at Raw 25, which, after looking at ticket prices, I can definitely tell you I will not be going to Raw 25. I think the cheapest tickets were like $220. No thanks. I know it's in Brooklyn, and I know I'm a wrestling fan, but I'm not that big of a wrestling fan. But no, I don't think he comes back at Survivor Series. I don't think he comes back at all, other than, like I said, the one-off at Raw 25. Maybe that's where you can announce him as the first member of the 2018 Hall of Fame class. I mean, you are advertising Shawn Michaels being there too. Maybe have Shawn Michaels be the one to induct him. They did put on 2 really good WrestleMania matches. Undertaker was Shawn Michaels' last match. I mean, I know I know all signs would point to Kane or, hell, Vince McMahon, since he is Vince's greatest creation, inducting The Undertaker, but Shawn Michaels isn't exactly the worst candidate either. They've had some good matches. They've done some good stuff. So why the hell not? But no. Not returning at Survivor Series. Please, God, no. Please, God, no. Anyway, thank you all for submitting questions. I actually got more than I thought I would, but thank you for that. Hopefully I get to do more Q&As. It'll just be, a video by video basis. I'm not going to do a full-on schedule or anything like that. I'm going to try to go back to a schedule in 2018. But for now, you're going to get some sporadic videos. You're definitely going to get the Unlimited Award Series that comes back in December, so get ready for that. A major announcement about that's coming up soon. But until then, if I am not doing a video this week, you know what? I'll say this. Thanksgiving Day, this Thursday, there will be a Q&A. So post your questions for that. Wrestling, sports, whatever. Just ask. Thanks, guys. See you later.